guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gloria and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today I'm going to be going through my October favorites and yeah, just all the plants that I've been really enjoying for this month. Once again, the whole month has just flown by and I don't even know how, so let's just get on with today's video. But before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And yeah, let's just jump right into today's video. Okay, so first off, I want to show you guys this beautiful baby because it put out a new leaf since you guys last saw it. And look at it. It is my Philodendron Splendid and it's so beautiful. This leaf is absolutely perfect. The back is just stunning. It reminds me of my El Choco Red, kind of with the red backs, and just very stunning. And I really like how it's like a longer heart-shaped leaf and just a really easy grower, so I'm really happy with this. It is a Melanochrysum and Varicosum cross, making it the Splendid. Its name it matches perfectly with this plant because it's just splendid. Nothing else to say about this plant just because it's so amazing. And the only bad thing with this is it seems to be not wanting to grow up this moss pole. Like, look at this. This node is like so far away from the moss pole and it just like won't cooperate. I can't get it to like even grow close to the moss pole. It's just like out on its own. So this moss pole is more so just a support stake and not really doing much in terms of having the aerial roots grow into the moss. But that's okay. I don't really mind that the leaves are not super big, and it's just a very healthy plant and it's doing really well. So very happy with this, and it is the first plant on the list of plants that I've been really enjoying for the month of October. Moving on, I do want to talk about this little baby, which is my, I was gonna say philodendron, but it's not. It's a pothos. So this is the Cebu blue pothos, and it is my plant number 2 because I have another plant that's more fuller on top, but this one is more the vining one, which I think it looks really nice now that it's starting to kind of cascade down, as you can see. So this one has grown really long. Like, I don't even want to cut it just because it looks so healthy and it's doing really well, and it just looks really nice kind of flowing over my nightstand, and I keep it really close to my bed. It's pretty far from any grow lights and it's just in front of a north facing window, so not really getting much, but it is growing quite quickly and it looks really nice. So kind of bare on the top, so not the cutest at the top, like whatever, but from the side view, very adorable. And I have this paired up with one of my handmade planters. This one is the blob planter, which I like to call it that because it's honestly just pink, yellow, and white blobs with some black outline. So I really like this. It's handmade, available on my Etsy shop if you guys are interested. I have a few more planters to show you guys, and yeah, moving on to the next plant. I do want to kind of touch on some plants that I don't really talk about too much because I either forget about them or they haven't done much, but this one is the Booby Cactus. So I really like this plant because it's so unique. It's somehow a cactus, and at the same time I'm not surprised that it's a cactus. So the official name is a myrtillocactus geometrizans. I really like this plant. It doesn't really ask for much. It sits in front of my grow lights and I don't really water it, I don't really do much to it, and it just stays the way it is. So doesn't really do much, but I love it. And I have this paired up with a rainbow planter that I have, also handmade and available on my Etsy shop, and I really like the pink and white on this contrasting red clay body, which I just love. So cute and really just matches this cactus so well. It's like, just love it so much. Another kind of succulent cacti type of plant is this one. So this is a Cotyledon Orbiculata, long form, something like that. It's really hard to pronounce, but I wanted to showcase this before I give it a little chop because it's getting a little too tall. So as you can see, it has grown significantly taller than when I first bought it, and there are so many different heads growing in here, like just absolutely crazy. And this is the variegated version, so it has, oh, it definitely needs a water, it's a little squishy. But this has like some variegation and it's really nice actually. If you kind of like closely look at it, there's some pinks at the tips and some cream color. just very adorable. So yeah, I kind of like it looking more bushy, so I'll probably give it a chop down to here and maybe plant the top cutting into another pot. Not too sure yet. I have this paired up with a face planter. So this one is the Happy Dual Face Mad Planter. So I love the little white scalloped edging at the top and the two faces, because sometimes I'm happy versus other times I'm just pissed off. So it's a really good indication of how I'm feeling for the day. And yeah, I really like this plant, and I think it's not as well known, so people tend to forget about succulents, and I really like succulents. So I think this one might be like more on the uncommon side. Not 100% sure, I don't really collect that many, but the few that I do have, I really like. Okay, moving along, I do want to talk about this Hoya. So this one is my Hoya AH074. This little baby has had a little bit of a growth spurt, so I'm really happy, and it's put out 5 new leaves. It's put out 5 new leaves, and I don't really know how, but it just keeps on growing. It doesn't ask for much. I think it's really enjoying this pond medium, and I see one little root peeking out, but for the most part, Hoyas like to be in really small pots of pond so that they're more root bound and they grow a lot faster, and they're more likely to flower for you that way. I'm not particularly concerned about flowering for this plant, but I more so just want more silvery leaves, more splashy leaves, and just for it to keep on growing, and that's what it's doing so far. So I'm really happy. I got this as an unrooted cutting a while ago. I rooted it myself, and I've I guess been a good plant parent to this one by purely neglecting it. I think I haven't really paid too much attention to this, but it has rewarded me with plenty of leaves. I think we're down to the last plant. So this one is my Syngonium albo. I love how tiny this plant is and how bushy and just adorable it looks. It's more like a juvenile version just because I grew it from some wet sticks, and I've gotten rid of the mother plant since then, but I like how this plant, every other leaf, it comes out with a completely white leaf. So this one was the first one, and then this is the second one that's come out. So it has literally not a speck of chlorophyll. No green whatsoever on these 2 leaves, but it's like every other leaf, so I'm not too mad about it. Like this leaf came out right before it, and it's nice and splashy and even. Lots of sectoral variegation, so I'm really happy with this, and it's just been really easy. Hasn't been giving me trouble like my old plant where it kept reverting, versus this one got really good genes somehow and just doing great things. I have this one paired up with the gingerbread planter. So gingerbread men, I wanted to get a head start on some Christmas designs, so this one is the first one that I came up with, and I think it's really cute. It has like a bunch of little gingerbread men, and it gives me Christmas vibes and puts me into the Christmas spirit. So really happy, and that pretty much concludes today's video. Showed you a bunch of plants, and I'd really love to know which ones are your favorite plants for the month of October. I'd love to know, so comment it down below and I'll definitely respond to your comments. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.